Sagittarius, to your end of the month reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in the end of the month. Got some manifestation going on over here. It's good time to manifest. It feels like you are manifesting, and it does feel like a good time to continue to do so. Really watching the magic happen around you with the joy and stability. So it is definitely a time of joy and stability and feeling the simply love. So it does feel like there are members of your soul tribe, people around you who are really there to support you and help you and really make you feel loved. Love that. Okay, and in the knowing. You can clearly see this and feel this. It's not something, there's a lot of giving and receiving. That's what's giving the joy and happiness. There's some trust going on around them and strengthening bonds around you. Oh, I love it. Darkest Fears is upside down and everything is blossoming. So everything's blossoming and getting ready to blossom, going straight into August. So as you're going through August, you're going to see things, that you've been patiently waiting for to come back around is definitely something that is coming towards you. So now is not the time to give up. If anything, keep manifesting on what you really, truly need, right? Because it does feel like, hey, everything's a blessing, everything's coming through, and there's, the powerful tools within yourself are really paying off at the end of the month. Really getting ready to shower you with blessings over here. Keeping up with some good motion with the joy and the stability and really seeing it taking action over here. Could be dealing with a Leo who is really, just keeping you motivated. However it is, it's also just yourself, keeping yourself motivated, really taking the risks, really taking the leap of faith, and also just knowing that you're encouraging not just others around you, and this person might also be encouraging you, but encouraging yourself as you're really moving. Yeah, there it is. 9 of Pentacles. So pretty much what it's saying is, hey, I found my pasture. I'm happy where I am. And those around me really are making me feel comfortable as well. So I love that. I'm feeling like you are getting your materialism and the things that you really desire to come through. Some of you are actually traveling, and that's why it feels so good as well. You finally get to make that vacation, making that travel time, getting that extra day off of work, some kind of extended vacation coming, something of this nature could be going off with a Capricorn or another Sagittarius. Or a Leo. With the 5 of Swords, you have the, where you felt like everything was kind of swooping in on you at one time. You don't feel that anymore. So if you feel like this person was stealing your swords or stealing your happiness away from you, you've actually found them to be more responsible at this time of the month. So you don't feel like, hey, nothing's going to steal your happiness away from you. With the third eye chakra over here, you definitely have the Hermit, which is a lot of reflection right now that's going to really keep you going and keep you aligned with your resources, card of resource. So definitely knowing that there's tangible things to keep you in line with the dreams, going with what you want and keeping that happiness flowing. Love it. As you're giving and receiving, somebody is definitely dealing with a Capricorn over here. As you keep continuing to give and receive through the situation, there's the resources again, feeling like you are holding tight. But there's this simplistic feeling, guys, that's coming off of this, not only you, but this person as well. And I think this is where the trust is really going to come, really going to come in handy over here. So you could feel like if there was bickering or, we were having some not, the greatest conversations, everything has made a definite turnaround. It could even be something that had to do with belief system and values. Not feeling valued enough, not feeling like you were worthy enough, putting in all the extra hard work at work and not feeling like you were getting any compensation from the situation or feeling like they were honoring you enough, kind of stealing your swords and thunder. Through the situation or a love situation where there's stealing. I feel like stealing someone's thunder. Maybe you had somebody at work kind of always stepping on your toes, or somebody around you. And now they're kind of not doing that anymore. Now it's more reasonable understanding and realization that, we do have this coming together, right? And so you're using this kind of support system together at the end of the month, which is bringing in better moments and better love connections. Really opening you up for some kind of movement that's going to take place. Like I said, whether it's that travel, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's doing. Okay, I'm going to make your person a Capricorn. There's too much Earth. It doesn't have to be. It's definitely some kind of Earth sign for a lot of you. Definitely, though, you got, oh man, I've got every Earth sign up here now. But definitely feeling like you're bringing this somewhere. And there's a lot of intention to this. And I see a lot of money. Money. You guys love traveling. You love excitement. It's time for that vacation. It's time to take that journey to go get some excitement, guys. And that's really what it's talking about over here, is feeling like you're finally on the path of exploration towards something that's going to make you very happy. Maybe you're going to the river or doing something that makes you feel alive. Absolutely. Instead of always feeling like you're being thieved of your happiness or your money or your prosperities. And internal blockages, right, have kept you from exploring these situations, right? So now you're going to find the deep love and understanding within this situation and have these people around you or this person around you, and it could even be more than one person over here, that's keeping you strong and having that deep love, for wanting to continue forward. So it's kind of cracking the egg wide open over here for you to be able to, really feel alive. I see a lot feeling alive, feeling like I'm finally who I want to be and where I want to be, separating yourself from all of the BS. Because why? Because you're strengthening the bonds around you and feeling like it's, even if it was one day at a time, it's definitely moving in a more passionate area where you don't have that stress anymore. You don't have to worry about all of this stuff. There could have even been a huge, misunderstanding, and now people want to come forward to show forgiveness for the situation and make better movement and choices towards you. Whatever this is, you're definitely holding a vision within yourself and clearly looking at the different directions this could possibly go. So I do see at the end of the month that there's going to be a lot of things going on around you. But I also see a clearing of the mind because of the Hermit and the intuition over here. So a lot of things are being cleared up about this situation to help you move also. So, wow. And there's going to be some rushing towards, the reality that you really truly want and what you really truly have been wishing for and manifesting. So it does feel like your manifestation is finally coming true. Now we see this manifesting. That just means keep manifesting, but your manifestation's finally arrived. You finally feel like you're at the center stage of what you've been waiting for this whole time, where things that may have been uncomfortable are now starting to pull together for you, right? So you can feel like, hey, that's it. This is it. I'm exactly where I need to be. So whatever was trying to readjust itself, you're going to feel the blossoming, and you're going to feel this faith coming through for you. Wow. Right? So if you did feel like you were neglected from someone or everything was not falling into place, now you know that this promotion, this moving forward, this getting to where you want to be is more a service for you, where you felt like, they ain't going to come together, or this is never going to come together because they're never at service for me. But now it's turning around, so all that fear that was there is no longer there, as it's having a passionate breakthrough. So definitely by the end of the month, you're going to see everything even coming even further together than it is now. So, wow. So now you can really reciprocate all of everything that's coming together. And you're really going to be in the knowing about that. There's going to be a huge being able to, pull together and patiently plan for what else is going to go on and seeing new things arrive. So, like I said, if somebody is definitely going to come to apologize for the situation, that's going to even pull this together even more, because now you see changed behavior within this person. And this person's definitely going to show you true, apologetic, real change, not pretend. And I do believe that there's more than one person in this situation, guys. I do believe there's 2 or 3 people in this situation besides yourself. I think you're mingling over here with maybe some people at work, and then mingling over here with something platonic, and then maybe something over here that, you know, is maybe either platonic again or a love relationship. Maybe some kind of fire sign, and then definitely maybe a Pisces or a Cancer or a Scorpio that you have been waiting for all this time to come together and say, hey, you know what? If we could just do this, I'm so sorry that this happened. Then you could say, oh my God, now I feel the overall blessings of everything. Because it's really showing this cycle of support around you from not just one person, but from a group. So do you see what I'm saying? That's why I said cracking the egg open, because it's not just from one side, it's from a few different sides. It could even be a family member who's really stepped on your toes, because we do see stepping on the toes. So whoever that is, maybe it's a boss, whoever it is. But they definitely want to come to apologize at the end of the month, you know, to the beginning of the month, and say, look, I'm sorry, and then that will progress the situation. And this is because, remember, they weren't at service for you. If anything, they were bickering with you. They didn't want to see it your way, and they were really closed off to, you know, helping with any kind of situation. So now they're saying, no, okay, we're going to change all this around. Oh my gosh, right? So let's just see if that's a love situation where they want to do that. We'll use a love card for those who it is a love situation. And, you know, even if it's platonic, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be love, but definitely, yeah, they want to give the relationship a chance. It doesn't really even matter, I don't even think, whether or not it's platonic or a love relationship, because they just want to have the heart-to-heart conversation. You could do that with anybody. You could do that with a coworker. If they want to open up their heart and say, man, we've been working together 10 years. I'm sorry I stepped on your toes. I'm sorry, sorry I broke your stapler and then blamed it on Bob when it was me and you knew it was me. Whatever the situation. But at least then they're giving the relationship, no matter how the relationship is, a chance to be able to reconcile the situation, because they know that this is worth waiting for. There's a lot of guilt over here. I just want you to know. Man, that makes, you know what, we should use the other cards. Right? So yeah, there's a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt within the situation. Let's get these cards and see what they say really fast. Yeah, guilt. Guilt that they know that they did that. They want to get back on track. They want to get back on track within the situation. Getting back on track is the best way. And that's what they're saying. They're saying, hey, can we get back on the right track, on the right foot? I don't want to fight with you anymore. Yeah, they don't want to deal with that anymore. And for some of you, it is through, definitely, the occupation. It is at work. So maybe they did steal your stapler and then try to blame it on someone else. Or broke it. For some of you, it's through a marriage. Or they want to marry. However it is. Right? Have all kinds of different situations. It doesn't even have to be marriage. It just could just say that's just meaning the love situation. Right? It's through some kind of loving thing. So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.